Good afternoon, everyone. This is Michele with Price Realtors. I just wanted to reach out to you and say hello. I hope that you are doing well. I hope that your stay-at-home time is a beautiful time for you and your family to spend doing what makes you happy. For me and my family, it's involved a lot of outdoor activities. We've done some cleanup around the yard. We've done some open fire cooking. My girls are getting to an age where they enjoy to cook. So we've been doing a lot of homemade cooking, scratch cooking, and we've just been spending time together. We as a family, I as a mom, have been doing everything I can think of to make sure that cabin fever doesn't become an issue for my family. And I'm sure that's a struggle that probably most of you are having, and if not, you will have shortly. So for everyone that has alternatives to cabin fever, if you have something that you're doing that's keeping you and your family entertained while we stay at home and try to help flatten that curve, if you could share that in the comments below, that'd be great. I did want to get on here and sell our market. As you know, we are day to day, hour by hour. That's just how it is. In our area, I look at, okay, let me share that I look at our MLS and our market every day. Every single day. It is my job as the real estate professional to make sure I know what's going on. So every single day I'm in the computer, I'm looking at what's listed in the last 24 hours, what's sold in the last 24 hours. I'm looking at the benefits of each home. I'm looking at homes that are challenged. I'm just making sure I'm all in my MLS, touching it every day. That's my job as a professional, to make sure that I have that knowledge so that I can share that with you. So I can confidently tell you that right now we have some sellers and some buyers that are a little stunned, with reason. It's understandable. We were in our spring market when all of this hit. And it was a very, very strong spring market. And it hasn't came to a screeching halt because, there's things that we can still do. But it has slowed down some. I've got some clients that are telling me that they want to hold off. And I absolutely understand and respect that. And with that, I just continue to communicate with them. I share with them what's going on in the market. If it's a seller, I urge them to spend time doing things in their property that's going to make that property even more beautiful when this is over and we're back to showing houses. And let me also say that in Guilford County, unless it is a virtual tour, there really is not any homes being shown right now. In the counties surrounding that, as long as we adhere to the CDC's guidelines and maintain that 6 feet of social distancing, we're really still able to do a lot of the things. However, let's get back to where I was going with this. So the market is just a little, I've noticed it's stunned. So the last few days I've gotten on there and we went from having, I would select, say, Archdale, and there would be 7 or 8 new listings every day, maybe 12, 13. Now we see 1 or 2. There's, Thomasville, you might see 7. Now you might see 1, maybe none. And I understand that. And that's okay. As soon as this is done and things get back to normal, our market is going to have a surge then. I was listening to some other professional talk. We were just discussing the market, and we're assuming that when this is over with, our spring market should spring right back. I mean, because there's buyers that need to buy. You have a property and there is a buyer for that property and they need to buy. I did print out one infographic that I wanted to share, and that was this morning. I haven't looked to see how much it's raised, but I did check it. I do check it every day. And it's not a complete picture of the buyers in our area, in the triad area. It's not a complete picture because not every agent puts their buyers on Listing Book. I don't know if you're familiar with Listing Book. If you have a question about what Listing Book is, just ask me in the comments and I'll be glad to explain that to you. But I've learned that for me, I can gauge somewhat of the buyer activity by looking at that number, checking to see what that number is. Now, like I said, this isn't a science. This is just, I found a number, and I'm kind of a numbers person. So I found a number, and it's a number that I can continually go and check and track. And that's what I'm doing with it. So when I log into my Listing Book as a realtor, it tells me how many buyers and sellers are in the that are in Listing Book daily. And so let me show you. So right here it says today's Listing Book community includes 392 buyers and seller accounts. So these are accounts that were created by agents that said, this is my client. That's 156,392 buyers and sellers. That is a lot of real estate activity happening.